I'm that Cyclops guy. I'm pretty sure you can figure out why they call me that. Or not. You can find me on all of the socials, including Twitch, Kick, TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, and YouTube with that_Cyclops_guy. I'm a variety streamer. I play a ton of different games, everything from Tetris to Grand Theft Auto and everything in between.
Let's do this. Hey everyone, Koimiya X here. Dad by day, gamer by night, sometime streamer, aka old man. I give the hot takes here at Garbage In, Garbage Out that nobody has asked for. I am a variety streamer that has been streaming for 13 years now. I've been on every big platform and several small ones that don't exist anymore. If you want the most recent up-to-date information about me, just follow me on Twitter at Koimiya X. I like to collect autographed Funko Pops, football jerseys, and comics.
What's up, losers? Neo-Death here, and welcome to my graveyard. I'm the third host of Garbage In, Garbage Out. I stream on Twitch and then repost daily on YouTube, so go check those out. Fun little fact about me is I also love Lego. We've been having a blast doing this, communicating with fans, and also talking about gaming and entertainment news from the week.
And we would like to welcome you
to
Garbage In, Garbage Out.
Really?
And remember, like and follow.
Jesus.
That's how we're doing this show. Good
night, everybody.
Okay, I don't know why there's such a weird thing. Like, look, you see me in the background there?
Yes, you've got Inception going on in your background.
I'm not sure what that is, why that's happening, but hold on a second. We will fix that.
We're professional, folks.
Not really. Not really.
We
are
pretend like we're professionals?
No.
Oh, look, there's more of us in background.
Wow. What are you doing?
Look, we're our own fans. Yay!
Hey, I like that. I like that. Looks kind of like the shirt I'm wearing.
I know, that's an awesome shirt. We are going to fix that. This was working just fine a minute ago. Why is it suddenly doing like a whole Inception thing?
That's
like
because you're using OBS.
The minute
you had a little bit in the background, but I didn't think it was going to cut through like that.
I don't know. We did this because we were going to be talking about some videos that I wanted to play while we're doing this, but I don't know.
Good intentions in something.
This is why you should have done that like a day ago.
I did it last night, and it was working just fine. You saw me do it right before we went live. It was working just fine.
Did I see you do it though? Or was that when I was messing around with Meld?
Oh, you're always
you were
looking
screwing
down
around with other things.
Yeah. Which I'm telling you, man, I'm still petty and holding out on Meld because they need to get transition stingers. But the Meld Sparks or Spark, whatever they're calling it, that is awesome.
How is it still a problem?
I'm really digging what you can do with it. I know a lot of people are frowning upon it because AI, but you know what? It's pretty damn cool.
Do I need to make the joke again?
So are you going to switch to that and get rid of OBS?
Not yet, because like I said, I'm petty and I'm holding out for stinger transitions.
So just because of that, you're holding out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, pretty much.
Good enough.
I like Meld. So a lot of the things that you can do on Meld, you can do in OBS. It's just that OBS requires a shit ton of plugins to do all of these things, and Meld is just doing it within the studio. Yeah.
Right.
So, but definitely keep your eye on it because I mean, like I said, I've just been messing around with the Spark. And I think I just got a warning that said I hit, because they have like 3 tiers. There's the free tier, there's a $20 a month tier, and then there's a $60 a month tier.
Of course.
And I'm just using the free tier, and I think I just got a warning that's like, you've used 80% of your limited sparks or whatever, and would you like to upgrade? So,
Of course.
but it took a lot to just hit that 80% even. And from what I've been seeing online, like I know Cyclops had who we just lost apparently.
No, I took him off screen while he's screwing around with that.
Cyclops sent me a video of a guy reviewing Spark, and I think it was him that said that for most streamers, if you can't get what you want with the free version, the $20 version is more than enough for what you need.
Okay.
This will work for now.
Is that $20? You said a month, and how many things do you get? Or is
I don't know. I'd have to relook at the tier listings.
Okay. I didn't know if you knew it or not.
Not off the top of my head. I mean, I had Meld on my computer, and then when I saw that they didn't have stingers, I deleted it. And so when they introduced the sparks and everything, I reinstalled it, and I had some issues initially
I have
with
it
it
on here. I don't know if I've transferred any of my scenes or like really tried to use it.
Well, they even made that simple. Like it literally, when you're first setting it up, there's an option that's like, transfer everything from OBS, and it'll transfer the majority of, like, there's a couple things I think that didn't transfer with mine, but it was like instant easy fixes. So, but they did have a little bit of a hard time at first detecting my capture card. And then the first time I was messing around with it, it was not picking up my PlayStation audio. And that was...
I remember you talking about that.
That was actually an error on my part, is because I had forgotten to plug my headphones into my capture card. For whatever reason, both OBS and Meld does this, but when I have my headphone jack plugged into my PlayStation controller, it will not pick up the audio from the PlayStation. The capture card will not, and OBS will not, and Meld will not. But then when
it's sending it all through to that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I had it, and I'm sitting there like, why is there no sound? Why is there no sound? And then I'm looked down and I'm like, oh, my fucking headset's plugged into my controller. So as soon as I unplugged it from the controller and put it into the capture card, picked right up.
Gotcha.
So
there we go.
Aren't you hot in that?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I was going to say, you're in Ohio. It is not really that cold there right now. And what is it with the sound of that water bottle? That actually sounds like we need to record that.
Yeah. Sounds like you're taking the cap off of a potion.
My little G Fuel
potion.
Yes.
My little G Fuel cup.
That really sounds, honestly, he did that right before we went live, and we were both like, wait, are you playing Fable? Oh, wait, no.
Nope. Drinking my own potions.
So, I mean, all I do is I've got this can. Oh, I found that this is some of the best stuff. Zero sugar mug root beer.
Okay.
Not sponsored, but great stuff.
I'm picky when it comes to root beer. Mug is pretty good. I'll give it that. Mug is pretty good, but I am picky when it comes to root beer.
Mug and Barks, but I love these guys have the zero sugar. And I love that stuff. I mostly drink zero sugar stuff.
I was not a fan of Barks. I like Mug. I like IBC.
IBC is great. I love it.
And then up here in Wisconsin, we got Spreckers.
Yes.
And
we have Spreckers here too. They finally started selling it.
That one's really good too.
Anything from Spreckers is great.
Yeah. Their cream soda one is pretty good too.
They have a cream soda. They have an orange cream as well. That's really good.
Yeah. And then speaking of cream soda, that Dirty Mountain Dew, that one is really, really good too.
Mm.
So, say, Sab, how you doing?
What's up, Slayer? Thank you for joining us.
Fuck boys.
Slayer.
Fuck
boys. I ain't saying that. Remember, I'm on TikTok. We can't get banned from TikTok again.
I deleted my TikTok. That never used it.
I've had 2 videos go viral on TikTok, so I wouldn't say addicted because I don't do videos every day, but I try to, when I do videos, I try to make them good now.
So I put out like my unboxing videos of Magic cards, and I put it on there like 2 a day of a 1-pack opening, and there's 12 packs. For some reason, the second pack blew up and it's got like 300, 400 views, and I'm like, why is that one fucking trending? It doesn't even have anything good in it. Like,
Dude,
what
I
the
had
fuck?
a video. I had a video. It got into the thousands, and it was literally all I did was I posted a picture of Weird Al's tour announcement, and I wrote "Shut up and take my money." That was it, and it got into the thousands of views.
Right.
And I'm like, what?
It makes no sense.
And a couple of my baby metal videos that I took when I went and saw them in Chicago, that one had a couple of hits. But...
Yeah, I had just 2 things that went viral. I had one where I was in Walmart and I just took a picture or took a little video of some back pain medication. And I was like, there's back pain medication on the bottom shelf. That just seems mean. And that went to like 35,500 views within like a couple of weeks. And then there's the recent one I did. I think it was at like almost 7,000 last time I saw, where I do the joke about, you know, what's the big deal about AI? My whole life I've only had AI. It's not that big a deal. And it's a 9-second video seen thousands of times. It's actually reaching thousands of people on our YouTube page as well. And I was like, so it's the stupid shit that
I'm convinced. I said I was going to make a channel and it's just going to be called, well, that just happened. And it's going to be like the lamest shit and me overreacting. Like I'll have a video of like a 3-second video of like a leaf blowing by my window. And I'll be like, well, that just happened. And, you know, and that'll fucking make me famous.
Right.
But, you know, so, but I don't know. I digress. It's been a while since all 3 of us have been here.
I know.
Yeah, we had a busy month of April.
Yeah, we had.
One of us was always missing.
Families, shit, being sick.
Weather.
Yeah. Last week, Wisconsin decided to have, you know, National Tornado Week, and I was telling Cyclops like I was reading a thing. They said normally, for the month of April, Wisconsin on average has like 24 tornadoes. And last week we got that in one day.
Right.
You know, one day had 24 confirmed tornadoes in Wisconsin. And,
well, last week I wasn't on because I was going to Rockton, Illinois to visit my mother-in-law. And
they got hit.
Yeah, they got hit. It was, see, I'm usually the kind of person where if I hear there's tornadoes out there, I want to run outside. I'm one of those. So, but of course, we heard on Ryan Hall, y'all, on his YouTube channel and through other ones, they were like, oh yeah, it's coming right around the golf course, which is around where she lives. And we were like, maybe we should actually get in the basement, you know? Yeah. So, and then when I looked outside the windows, I did see what looked to be like a funnel cloud, like swirling, but it wasn't hitting the ground. Like it wasn't even close to the ground, but you could tell there was swirl in it. So that my wife was like, you see that right there? Get in this other room. And I'm like, no, we got to go outside and film it. And she's like, get your ass.
Right.
She's like, get your ass in the room. And I was like, all right.
Well, it's weird because it's like, you know, we had tons of severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado watches and all of this crap. But where I am positioned, I kind of have like this lake effect thing where I gotta think, to the west of me, there's a big lake. And I can't see it, but on the map, there's a big lake. And when the storms roll through, it'll like hit that lake and like split. And then one end and a half goes north and one half goes south and completely avoids me. And it's like the one night we were supposed to have severe thunderstorms all night, and it maybe rained for like 2 minutes, and that was it. And I'm like,
so you're in kind of like this funnel, or not funnel, I'm sorry, you're in like this valley area that
yeah, and like the lake splits the storm, and unless the storm is moving fast enough to go over the entire lake and then get to us, it like always splits.
It's kind of like where we are in Ohio. Like it seems like all the storms just miss us for the most part.
I mean, I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But
Especially like the snowstorms. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, miss us.
oh no, we fucking get those. We get those no matter what. But the summertime storms,
Yeah.
the lake seems to divert a lot of them.
Well, being up as high as you are, the snow always comes towards you. The snow and the cold.
Oh God, yeah.
That's one reason I moved away from that area was because the cold was like, okay, you step outside and your foot's coming off. It's not even a diabetic thing, just your foot's coming off because of the cold.
Well, that's why everybody always asks me every winter, "Oh, you growing a beard?" And I'm like, "No, I'm growing a scarf." And it's like when I shave in the wintertime, I'm like, "Why did I do this? Why did now my face hurts when I step outside." Like right now, I'm just lazy, but that's 9 times out of 10 what it is. I'm never actually trying to grow a beard. I'm just fucking lazy and don't shave. So,
yeah, my wife a lot of times will tell me to start shaving because it's starting to look homelessy, but she likes when I have a beard. Like, yeah, she'll say homelessy when it gets like real scruffy and out.
like mine.
Nah, I don't know. Yours, she actually usually goes like, "Oh, okay, it looks okay," but then if it gets anything more, and she's like, "Yep, now start."
See, now I can get that silver fox thing going, though.
I just noticed my beam hat is blue, but you can still see the screen through it. I don't get it.
That is weird.
It's blue.
Maybe
it's not green.
Yeah, it depends on what your chroma is set at. The one that's taking out the green or whatever.
Yeah.
I have to go in there and
I just use NVIDIA broadcast for the win.
NVIDIA. Okay, I'm gonna have to maybe switch over to that.
NVIDIA broadcast. Well,
So,
I don't know if
you have to have that card.
You have to have
don't you?
that card. Yeah, I believe.
Because I don't have that card, and I'm like, oh, I can't use that. Okay.
what do you What do you use, neo-deth?
For my video card, fuck is it?
Well, for your background, so you don't like blend in like I'm doing.
No, I'm using OBS and my green screen.
Oh, okay.
And I just program my OBS to take out a certain green, so it takes out my background.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll have to do that later. But yeah, there was quite a lot of things in the world of gaming here that happened while we were gone. Okay,
did you miss us, folks? Did you even know we were gone?
Right. Did you see the shirt that I'm wearing?
Right.
That's an awesome
Slayer,
shirt.
we're not talking about those words because I'm not getting banned again.
Are you sure you're not going to get banned? You
no.
Rejected.
Don't even play with them. Wow, I actually have 24 views on it.
How's it
That's
going?
the most I've ever had on this.
How's it going, TikTok?
Let's try not to get banned.
Yeah, he got banned. It wasn't last week. It was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, the last one me and you did together because of words that were said that we will not repeat.
Sorry, speaking of banning, I'm busy banning bots already on my Snapchat.
I was going to say, it's probably Kick, right?
Yep, of course. Of
course it's Kick. Because who else would it be other than Kick?
The funny thing is I have followers only set, so it's like they have to follow me first before they can even do their spiel. And, it's
then they still do it.
Effort, but get fucked,
But you can say, it's kind of weird. You could say the F word on TikTok, but you can't say the word we said last week.
There's a couple of them you can't say.
That's ridiculous.
It is.
So
ridiculous. Oh, this is going to be fun.
No, it's not.
Yes.
I actually have viewers this time. Like more viewers than we normally have. So
that's because TikTok is awesome.
Right.
Not sponsored.
Yes. Something.
So but anyway, yeah, there were we're gonna start by talking there were some
there are some words coming out of your mouth.
We'll just say
that's easy for you to say.
Ridiculous stuff that happened in the gaming industry this past week. Did you guys see all the controversies surrounding Pragmata?
I've
Around
seen
Pragmata?
ridiculous amount. Like Capcom had that one guy banned.
No, I haven't heard any of this.
So
Why have I not heard about this?
it's like if you're on the Reddit page for Pragmata and you start
Well,
talking
there's your
about
first problem.
well, yeah. if you're on their Reddit page and you say anything good about Pragmata, they're like banning you from the page. It's like I could say I like the game, and they're literally instantly banning people for saying they like it. And I saw there was some content creators going on here saying that apparently Diana here, you know, in the game, she's an android, which is kind of funny. She looks human, but is an android. He looks like an android, but is human.
Okay, yeah.
And apparently they're all saying, you know, a Japanese game, they think she's too, I don't want to get you banned from TikTok again, but she's too
not.
adultized, or they think she looks too, I don't know how to say it, but things like adults would do, you know?
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
They think, yeah. And I'm like, wait, so she's got like a giant overcoat. You can't see anything. And they're trying to say because it's a Japanese game, it's encouraging bad stuff with kids.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Why does it matter if it's a Japanese game? Like, it's not like they condone that or anything like that.
Yeah. And then on top of that, there's apparently this game has I haven't played it yet, not personally. But
I own it. I haven't gotten to it yet.
Apparently it's a very wholesome kind of feel to it, like a very loving father-daughter relationship, and they're trying to say that this game now is making men who never wanted kids want to have kids, and suddenly that's a bad thing.
I was gonna say that sounds like a good thing. Like, well,
Yeah,
not that
and
we
then I've
need
seen
anymore.
some people that are all like, "Oh, men won't understand it because they don't have men who don't have children don't have paternal instincts, and so they won't enjoy this game." Is one that I saw, and then one of the responses was, "What the hell are you talking about? I'm only 10 minutes in, and I would die for this girl." and then and I know some people are all up in arms because they excuse me, they idolize this little girl, and then God. They get pissed off when they find out that it's
Capcom's like, no,
it's
the
like,
Darth Vader choke.
Well, no, that's like there's people out there that are like, you know, they're like idolizing this girl, and then they get pissed off because they found out that it's an African American voice actress doing the voice, and you know, so
Really?
then the bigot fucks come out, and then
nobody complained when it was Mike Henry doing the voice of Cleveland Brown, but okay.
And then
just throwing that out there.
The one that I'm talking about was the guy was like upset because they censored her outfit, and now he can't like look up her coat or some crap.
Oh Jesus!
And yeah,
he wants to look up the coat of a little girl.
Yeah, so like there's a bunch of like sub forums and shit, and like I've seen several forums on Reddit that they've like basically gone in and shut down because they're like, you know, certain mods are being passed around, and
oh Jesus Christ!
And yeah,
what is wrong with fucking society?
This is why we can't have nice things, but
right? Well, come on, Jesus.
Yeah, so. But that clip that I sent you guys in group chat cracked me up. The pitch for Pragmata to Capcom is pretty hilarious and kind of spot on. But I want to play the game. I loved the demo.
Yeah,
did you buy the game or no?
Not yet. No.
Yeah, I haven't played that one or Mouse PI yet. I've got to finish up before the Is it got to finish up Life is Strange?
I've been playing Mouse PI. It's pretty fun.
So I was telling Cyclops before we started, I have Mouse PI. I've played a bit of it, but for some reason I get motion sickness playing this one. Like
is other first of the bounciness of like, I don't know, cartoony.
I don't know what it is, because I can play other first person shooter games fine.
Right.
But there's something about Mouse PI that I can only do in small like I haven't I'm still trying to find the fucking magician. Like that's I'm not that far. I've probably played like an hour's worth of the game. I liked what I played. I get queasy.
There was a one back in the day. I think it was called Haze on the N64, and I could not. I rented it, and I could not play it. Like you, I got like an hour in, and I'm like, oh, I have to turn this off because I can't fucking see, and it's
And
giving
I guess
me a
my
headache.
friend was telling me they patched it so that like there's now like a red blood mode,
Oh,
Okay.
but I don't know how to turn it on. He
yeah,
said,
I didn't know about that one. I
he's
know
like,
they've
just
had
Google
like
it.
2 patches
Yeah.
pretty close together. I'm like, okay, well, they're still getting some bugs out and stuff.
Yeah, and then I've been messing around a little bit with that Tides of Tomorrow, which is done by the same people who did Road 96.
Is that the first-person shooter?
It's a first-person point of view, yes, but it's not really a shooter. It's more of like a story and telling and like puzzles and things like that.
Okay.
But
I've
it's kind of
heard of
cool
it.
where it's like when I start the game, it'll give me a list of people that you can follow, and you choose one, and it's other people who have played the game. And
Oh, that's the
you'll-
one where you're like interacting with people but not interacting,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Tide Walkers.
I knew
yeah.
I knew there was a reason that was in my head.
Yep. And then I've also, of course, been getting ready for the new Diablo expansion next week. So
I know you've been talking about that one.
You got to get it.
Just a
Cyclops,
little.
and we can all play.
Yeah, I mean it looks fun, and the new classes will be fun.
Yeah.
I may just get it.
Paladin's awesome because when you pre-order, they give you the Paladin right away.
Well, that video I sent you of Riker giving like the description of everything that's
shit,
coming.
The first thing they talk about is the map overlay, and I'm like, yes!
Yeah,
You know,
finally.
like, yes!
Finally, we get a real map overlay.
Yeah, just that's like what, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, I can't wait to see the Warlock class, and then of course to continue the story.
Yeah, he was saying that like the spirit, the monk was like pretty top notch. Now you got the paladin, now you got the warlock, and like all the other classes are kind of been pushed to the side, but now they're gonna finally bring them up so that they're all about the same.
Well, that's just it. In mine, he picked up the Diablo on the Game Pass, and there you go, Cyclops. You can play it on Game Pass, and then that way you don't have to. But
We'll be talking about Game Pass later in the show.
We picked it up on Game Pass, and he rolled a barbarian, and I rolled a spiritborn just to, level with him and work through the campaign with him. And he was sitting there bitching about the damage output that my spiritborn was doing compared to his barbarian, even at the same level. And I said, well, that's because the spiritborn was a newer class, so it's better than all of the base game classes. Just like Paladin and Warlock, when they come along, are now going to be the OP, face roll and just walk right through the entire game.
Right. Well, they're also saying that they need to tinker with Necromancer because, you've got the new Warlock who is also a summoner type character. So they want him to feel different.
Well,
and then Slayer brings up here.
It's a DLC.
Yeah. The Herodric Cube. Yeah, we finally get to screw around with that. And there's like a bunch of different things you can change now.
Well, what's the one thing I'm seeing that they now have it where it's like, with the Necromancer, you can summon up to 27 skeletons or some shit like that,
And you'll be able to actually like point and click them and move them around like you're supposed to, and do the things you were supposed to do before.
I can't wait.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like I got so many games I'm already playing. I got Mouse PI, still got Pragmata, that's coming out, and then then we start into May where we've got Lego Batman, 007. There's a third one in there.
Corrective 80-20.
I thought Batman was June.
Is he?
Lego Batman. I thought that was June. Not May.
Let me look that up real quick. I can look it up real quick here. I could have sworn it was May, but then again, they changed game release dates so often.
Hey, you're not going to get Soros?
Yeah, I thought about that one, but I played the other one, and it just it frustrated the shit out of me. It's on my list. Returnal was a fun game, and I could get so far and then just get my ass beat.
It's May. May.
Oh, okay.
May 22nd of 2026. There's another game coming out that day. What was that? I want to
For
say
what?
it was,
Lego Batman?
yeah, Lego Batman is coming
19th.
out that day. No, it says the 22nd on Google.
Literally, I'm looking at PSN. It says the 19th. Maybe
Well,
it's the deluxe edition, so it
well,
might
is
have
that
early access.
yeah, I was gonna
Right.
say, is that the early
Yeah.
access for people who
26th
pre-ordered?
is 007 First Light.
Which I don't care about.
I do.
I do.
I'm excited for that one.
That looks awesome. That looks like
Yeah.
Uncharted with 007.
Right.
I mean, you're talking to a guy who has not seen a single James Bond movie, even.
I mean,
so-
the only one I've ever seen is GoldenEye, and that was only because of the damn game.
I've
That was
only
the only
seen
reason I
like
watched
2
it.
or 3. So I saw.
I'm invincible.
I saw Tomorrow Never Dies, and I saw GoldenEye, and I think those were the only 2 I ever saw.
That's still 2 more than I've seen.
I mean, do you really
care
have to?
to see.
You don't have to like the franchise, like the movie franchise, to play the game, though.
Yeah, but
I
I mean,
It's a whole new James Bond. It's
Right?
him before he
It's
was
like a
James Bond.
prequel.
I don't care. There's still going to be so much shit that I'm going to be like, okay, whatever that means, or okay, whatever that means, or you know,
No, they would explain it. I think you're
I
just
doubt it.
being.
I
I think
doubt
you're
it.
just being old and they're like, I don't want to.
no, I just don't. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I don't give a fuck.
Now remember, kids,
Oh.
this is the same guy who said he doesn't care about Grand Theft Auto 6.
I
True.
don't.
And he doesn't.
I don't.
Man, if you want to take a look at my TikTok, that /Cyclops/guy, there is actually a video on there of him saying it.
Yep.
I just said it again. I don't fucking care about GTA 6. Do you want me to say it again? Clip that shit. I don't care about GTA 6.
There's something wrong with you?
No.
Now we do ask people, do not call 911. He is of sound mind. I think he's just tired. He worked overnight last night.
No, I didn't.
No, he's always like this.
I was off last night.
Oh,
And
Maybe
I'm
he
not
got
tired
too much.
because I slept from like 8 p.m. till like 7:30 this morning. So
Oop.
like
so he got too much sleep. Remember, that can
Yeah.
also affect his
Right.
cognitive thinking.
or maybe I just don't care about GTA 6.
No, that can't be it.
Yep, that's it.
So, if there was a demo for the 007, would you give it a shot? And then, if you did like it, would you purchase it then?
No, I probably wouldn't.
Wouldn't
Even if it was
even give it a
demo.
try?
No, I probably wouldn't because I don't have any interest in it.
Okay.
So, like, I just don't care.
Like how we're just sitting here messing with things. Like, nope. You have to absolutely play it. You have to love it.
No, not that you have to absolutely love it, but just like, give it a chance. Like, just by the previews alone, like, you would think you'd be like, oh, well, that's, something interesting. Uh-oh. Slayer, GTA 6 can go to hell. I'm with Koimiya.
Well, that's 2 people who are wrong.
Nope. Nope. I'm gonna love it when the inevitable happens and it comes out finally, and people are gonna blow right through it and go, "We've waited for this."
Oh, yeah. I'm sure the campaign will only be like
And-
8 hours or some shit.
And people are just gonna be
Though, I
Hey.
mean, it's GTA, though. That's the problem with GTA is you start doing the little story missions, and then you're like, oh, what's that? And you go grab a car, and then you just start screwing around, and like 3 hours later, you're like, oh, yeah, I was supposed to do something, wasn't I?
Oh yeah, that guy was in trouble.
I think
mean,
I
I can
left
do
him
that.
on the road.
I can do that in a game that I actually am interested in, though. Like I could do that in Witcher. I could do that in
What?
Skyrim or one of its 40,000 iterations. I can do that in Diablo.
So to be
games that I
completely
actually care
honest,
about.
To be completely honest, the only reason those games take so long to make is because they basically have to make the same game over and over and over because of the weather, what do you call it? The weather mechanic that they're putting into it. And then your character has to act differently depending on the weather, depending on what's happening in the game. And then on top of that, you also have, I think they're trying to seamlessly transition GTA Online.
I hope not.
And it's like, what's that other thing I read the other day? They're talking about implementing. You actually have to gas up your vehicles. Fuck that.
Really?
Like, why would I want to do that? Like,
That should be something you can toggle on and off. Yeah, but like you've played GTA before, right? So there's been times when I'm just screwing around in GTA and I actually am like, not running into people and actually stopping at lights and just fucking around in that way because it's so real.
Say you're playing GTA 6, you're doing some mission, you've got a wanted level of like 4, they're sending
You run out of
helicopters
gas.
and tanks after you, and you run out of fucking gas.
That makes it more realistic, though. Then you're like, did you not see that one video where the dude like got on top of his car and then jumped, and then the police caught him? I think it was in L.A. And it was like, oh my god, people actually do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol?
Yeah.
What is alcohol?
I think they were bringing back. They were actually bringing back what was in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, where like if you eat too much, you get fat. If you work out, you get buff. And they were trying to make it that like the ones that like keep their character healthy are the ones that can run away from the cops better.
Right, better. What does Slayer say here? Fable is the bigger game by far and better.
Yes, Fable is going to be awesome.
Fable coming out right around that same time?
Fable and Wolverine, and I want to say there's something else, and Grand Theft Auto all come out within like just a few months, if not a few weeks of each other.
That'll be another one. We'll be struggling to figure out what fucking game I want to play.
Well, I'm going to be playing.
Yes,
all
I know
of them.
Slayer of Fable.
Won't be that hard for me. If it's okay, so it might be a little okay.
So
if it's between Fable and Wolverine, okay, then yeah, we're gonna have some problems.
That's what I mean.
But GTA won't even be in that fucking list, so I don't.
You're not even gonna touch GTA. You're not even gonna buy it at all.
No, probably not.
Okay,
not right away.
Well, I was gonna say I'll bet anything you buy it at some point, like a year after it comes out.
If it's ever on sale, like on a whim, I might, but not at launch.
That one I think would take a while to finally hit a sale.
That's quite all right. I'll have plenty of other things to play. I've still got a backlog of shit to finish.
Right. Or there's the games that I start, like I'm like, South of Midnight? I'm like, I was digging that game, and then I looked up the achievements, and I'm like, okay, well, I can't plat this, so is there a point in playing it? That kind of pissed me off.
It's an amazing game. That's why you should
I was liking it, but I'm like, I want to be able to plat it, so I was working on getting like all the collectibles and this.
Your first problem is you're basing a game off more of just. Well, no,
I want to be able to do both.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I want to be able to do both. I want to play the game, enjoy it, but also work towards 100% completion, so I don't have to play it again.
So, I got a chatter here in Kick.
Okay.
It says Alkahest. I've never even heard of that. Alkahest. I'm probably saying it wrong too. Alkahest looks nice.
It's a game.
I'm Googling it right now because
looking it up too. Okay, yeah, it does look kind of cool just from the screenshots I'm seeing here.
I don't need to do that because you both are.
Yeah. I've
never heard of that one.
An action adventure RPG set in the murky medieval world where satisfying melee combat with highly interactive environments takes center stage. And one of the things that most people ask on here is Alkahest a real game?
Okay.
Yeah, explore realistic locations, learn alchemy, and make a name for your family. I mean, from what I'm seeing here, it does look fun.
Well, YouTube apparently has a reveal trailer for it.
It looks like it just came out April
9th, 2026 was the reveal trailer.
Oh, reveal trailer, okay.
And it says Alkahest is coming to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. It's one I've never heard of. So your Kick person there, thank you for bringing that to our attention because I'm gonna watch that trailer here.
Yep.
But
look at that in a little bit. I've never heard of that either. So
Yeah.
thank you, Toast82, if I
All right,
said
what
that
is-
right.
What does Slayer say here? GTA games are like Minecraft. You only play it when you get bored with your other games.
Oh, bull
Yeah,
crap.
but see, here's the thing about that,
Some of the
Slayer. I
biggest
don't even
games of all
fucking play
time.
Minecraft. So, you know. I
That's
play
not
Minecraft
true.
Dungeons.
You've played with
I play
your
Minecraft
son.
Minecraft Dungeons. Yes, I'll
Yeah.
play that. I'll play the hell out of that because it reminds me of like Diablo and all those types of games. And
Right.
and when I say we, I mean my kids and I cannot wait for Minecraft Dungeons 2. So,
Does that have a release date?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
You know what? I don't know. Let me take a look here.
While you're
I don't-
taking a look at that, actually, I did just find the Alcahist trailer. Give me a second here. I'm gonna put that up for you guys. And
Oh, that's how you're putting it up. Okay.
yeah, but I'll get rid of me here. And
Hey, that's much better. Can we just do the rest of your show like that?
oh, shut the fuck up!
It just says it looks like it will launch in the fall. While no exact date has been set, industry analysts say Mohang's typical release pattern suggests a September to mid-November window. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all I got there.
All right, play that trailer.
All right, it's just taking a second here. For some reason, the volume wasn't wanting to go, but I got it going here.
Do we?
Yep. Here we go.
It says
Can you guys hear the volume?
Nope.
nope.
Of course not, because why would anything work right?
Almost looks like Elder Scrolls. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Where you start down in the stupid
Oh, you're awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only know that because of the meme. I've never actually played the game.
Dude, that game is so good. That game is a good game. You should play that.
I'm already getting Elder Scrolls vibes out of this. Actually, I'm kind of getting Middle Earth vibes out of this too.
A little bit of both. Well, that looks fun.
So it says for mouse PI, just go to the settings menu, navigate to gameplay, and toggle the enemy blood effects.
I will do that later.
It's supposed to be red blood, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I like the noir
looks really-
fear. We'll get to that in a minute. Till it actually turns out to be like Golem. Throw your sword. Okay.
Wow,
Now
this-
what do you do?
I wonder if it's a silent protagonist because he's not talking.
Throws the bottle at him.
So it's
Oh, beheaded.
yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to have to keep my eye on that one. That looks... Wow, that shield took damage.
Oh, nice. You can melt doors. Looks like the environments.
So obviously, this game is rated E for everyone.
Naturally. It's going to be suggested as such on Game Pass. If you played Bluey, play this. So it looks like you can actually, environmental damage.
I was going to say, you can interact with the environment quite a bit, it looks like. Oh.
Okay, not sure what that is.
I say it's Tremors.
Tremors.
It's Tremors.
Just the
Oh, so yeah,
knockoff
it's a sequel
version.
to Tremors.
All right. Well, I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that one.
Huh. All right. Something
Okay, you
to
got
look
my
at.
attention.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, Taco Bell, you got my attention.
Squirrel.
Yeah. But yeah, that game looks like a lot of fun.
Now let's all chuckle as we watch Cyclops try to figure out how to come back to the stream.
Well, we've got the background. Hey!
I know how to do it. I was doing this all
didn't-
last night, and for some
Didn't
reason...
take 30 minutes. Yay!
Whatever.
I would technically move yourself over a little bit more because
Yeah, I know.
you're like right on your tag. Nope, not the background.
Yes, I know.
Here we go, folks. Here's 30 minutes.
Oh, crap.
Roll the Benny Hill music. Is
that better?
Yes.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Your face is still in the way, but I guess we'll take it.
You're still there, so.
Can you tell we love each other, folks?
It's brotherly love.
On an unrelated subject, I can't wait to hear more about Beam 2.0.
Yes.
Oh, shit. I got to sign up for that.
Yes. And Angel, if you're watching, we are super excited for that.
So I don't know if he's watching or not. He hasn't said anything. But yeah. I know Neo got the invite. Did you, Cyclops?
Yeah, I had to go through my search to find it.
I got to go through my search and see if I can find it. I haven't gone through it again.
Mine showed up in the promotions tab on Gmail.
Yeah,
so.
that's where mine was. And I don't ever look at
that
one.
Exactly.
That's where emails go to die.
The only reason why I happened to catch it was because you know how like when you go into your main mailbox, it'll show the promotions and it'll say like the first one.
Yeah.
And that just happened to be the first one. I was like, oh, an email from Angel. You know. So.
Have we nailed down the date that he's coming back on the show?
Yeah, he said June.
I think it was June 6th, wasn't it?
No, I thought it was the week.
I thought that was the date that you messed up.
Yeah, I thought that was the week after that. Let me see here.
Because didn't you say like the 5th and 12th, which is a Friday?
Yeah, I could have sworn it was the second week of June, or second Saturday in June, which
13th.
Yeah, it would be the 13th.
We have to talk to our promotions manager.
The 13th. the 13th at 1 p.m. Central. So, neo-deth requests that day off.
Got it. By then, I'll have my vacation and shit back. So
also, it's Beam's birthday. The other day.
Today?
Not today. Yesterday, I think it was. Was it or the?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. 24th.
Yeah. So.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Beam!
But yeah.
So, all right, and then we were talking here about like games that had been coming out. I don't know if you guys saw this. What about these games that have been announced to later disappeared? What the hell's going on with these? Some of these I'm very excited for. I've got Beyond Good and Evil.
That's never coming out.
No. That's up there with like the Duke Nukem Forever that took fucking forever to.
And then it came out and it was absolute shit.
Yeah.
And look,
the less we say, the better.
We are fast approaching the 20-year mark since Beyond Good and Evil 2 was first announced.
Never happening. No.
We also had The Wolf Among Us 2, which is one I got super excited for.
Yeah. I'm
10
waiting for
years.
That. What the fuck, Telltale? Come on.
I mean, Telltale went out of business. Then they had to start from scratch. But at the same time, a game like this should not take 10 years. How is it taking 10 years for that? And we've only seen like a couple of screenshots and one teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think that's coming out.
if they announce this at like Summer Games Fest or the Game Awards and they give it an actual date, I'll be surprised. Pleasantly surprised, but I will be. State of Decay 3. This is not my kind of game, but I know a lot of people have been looking forward to this one.
And those games are pretty popular.
Yeah. First announced 6 years ago during the pandemic. I understand the pandemic probably set things back, but come on, we're approaching what? Almost half a decade later now. Get your shit together. Another one, BioShock 4, whatever the fuck happened to this one.
Well, it's been in development hell. Like they've been working on it, then they scrapped it, and now they're starting.
What about
new?
the one from the dude who like created BioShock and then left the company? What was it, Judas? What about that game?
I think
they're
that
still
one might
working.
Be on here, but
that one's still announced or still coming, but it doesn't have a release date because I believe it's in my saved PSN.
Didn't it have a window of fall of 26? But that it's just a window though, no date.
I don't think it even has a date. I don't think.
Star Wars Eclipse is another one that was announced, and that one I thought looked good, but we'll see.
A lot of those Star Wars ones got canceled.
But this one isn't officially canceled.
Judas.
Judas was revealed in 2022, so it's only been 3 years.
So we can forgive them on it.
Only.
Another Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic remake. That was announced 5 years ago.
That was the one I was so excited for because I never played the originals because they were always on Xbox.
Yeah.
I get really tired of these game companies announcing games like, half a decade or almost a full decade before we ever see them. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe that's just me, but I get really tired of that because then I get super excited only to be like, okay, now what?
Or, some of these games you just like, they just leave your head. Like some of these, I don't even remember them previewing until you go, oh yeah, they did show that, didn't they? And then nothing happened. So, well, anyways.
So this one article I'm reading says, we expect Judas to arrive before August 2026 following comments from Take-Two CEO.
Okay.
So
we'll see if it actually happens.
Yeah.
Marvel's
the original release window was going to be March of this year, so March. Yeah. No, it was March of 2025.
Well, that's obviously not happening.
Yeah, right. I know. So they say before August of 2026, but we'll see.
The next one they had was Marvel's Iron Man. I want to see something from it other than just this screenshot.
Yeah,
right.
I'm cautiously optimistic because I remember what the Avengers game was like, which was, but then I also remember what Guardians of the Galaxy was like. Holy crap, that was awesome! So it's like Marvel.
I enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the Avengers game too. Like the single player aspect of it was actually it's a really solid story.
If it's played as single player, it's good. When you try doing that multiplayer, I thought it got boring as a multiplayer.
Oh yeah, that multiplayer got shoehorned in, and it was just fucking awful.
Right.
But if they'd have done like they did with Guardians of the Galaxy and just let it be an amazing first single player game, it would have been amazing.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be ripping on it so much. This, I want to see what they can do with it. I trust them, but come on, it's been 4 years, and not another peep about it other than, we're working on it.
Now, that's not Insomniac doing that one, though, right?
Right, no this is Cliffhanger Games.
I just say Cliffhanger.
Yeah, they're with EA.
Okay.
Another one, Blade. We got this announced just 3 years ago, and we haven't heard anything since. I'm not surprised we haven't heard much, but I'd like to hear at least something.
That's kind of like the Blade movie. They said they had the actor, they had everything ready to go, and then we never saw anything from it. Well, I think it's been officially canceled now.
That's because apparently they submitted the script and Kevin Feige hated it so much he ripped it up threw it out, and then I don't think he fired the writers, but he said do better. Like, he
Okay.
doesn't seem like a guy that loses
Speaking
his
of Marvel
temper, but he looked
movies-
at it and he said like it only had like 2 action sequences in the entire movie, and like no vampire action.
Did you hear that Ryan Reynolds said that he doesn't want any more solo Deadpool movies?
Yes, he said Deadpool works better in a team that
Yeah.
he can kind of bounce off of.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be a main character. He's supposed to be like a sidekick, the joke sidekick, and
Well,
no,
his
this is Ryan
yes,
Reynolds' words, like not.
Right, I know, but I'm just thinking of the comics. Like he is
Oh, I
kind of
know.
on his own.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
yes, he does do better when he's teamed up with somebody.
Yeah,
Well, that's
So-
why the other movies did so well. Like when you teamed him up with X-Force, I mean, there was so much comedy between him and X-Force, and and then him and Wolverine. It was him and Hugh Jackman. So he's worked best as a team instead of just on his own. But the thing was, from what I understand, Ryan Reynolds said that Deadpool works best on his own when you strip him of everything and put his back against the wall,
mm-hmm.
and he
Right.
can't do that a 4th time.
Every
He's like,
time.
yeah, every single time. He's like, it's just the same story at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I totally agree, but the thing is, I want Deadpool to be in the MCU, but don't censor him.
That's the problem.
Right.
I mean, it sounds like he's going to be in Secret Wars, and I'll bet anything they water him down, but to a point he knows he's watered down. But I still want him to show up in
I think it would be
R-rated
more
things.
funny if they had audible beeps.
And he keeps looking
and
at
he
the
keeps
screen or
looking at the
something.
screen or acknowledges those beeps or something
Right.
every time he goes
He
to
just
swear.
starts swearing up a storm. It's just beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, like watching an episode of Family Guy on regular Fox. Like that scene where Peter falls down the stairs and it's like beep,
Yeah.
beep, 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 beep. Like I think that's what they should do.
Mm. And have him go like, didn't you hear what I was saying? They're like, no, some loud sound.
Yeah, everybody else is. Yeah, see, you can have a lot of fun with that character just because he can break the 4th wall.
See, with PG-13, you can say the F word like one time, and I know I've said this before, but I'd love to see like another character say it in front of Deadpool, and then he freaks out because he wasn't the one that could say it now.
Which
Right.
is like why I love that one scene in Guardians 3 when he's like, "Shut the fucking door!"
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
part did make me laugh.
But I just want to see it where like Thor comes up and he's like, "Who the f- are you?" And then he's
Yeah.
like, "Wait, what did you just say?" Damn it! Get Feige on the phone. He said I could say it, or
Something,
and then
yeah.
like goes up, he like looks at and Samuel L. Jackson like, "Look, Fury, I'm coming back in whatever movie." He's like, "This next time, I'm the one who says it." And then storms off, and then they're like, "Seriously, Fury, who was that?" And he's like, "You don't want to know." Like Fury knows who it is, but he just doesn't want to say. I still want to see if they're going to incorporate Thor crying over Deadpool like they did in. If he
What they showed.
Yeah.
I hope so.
That'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe it was like a Loki disguised as Deadpool or something. I really just want him to pay that off in some way.
Right.
But yeah, with Blade, I think Blade has been officially canceled with Marvel, or maybe at some point if they ever do like where they go back in the void, you'll see Mashallah Ali as Blade, and I'd love to just see him go up against Wesley Snipes. Like, all right, let's see who's better.
Right.
Another Marvel game, one that I've been super excited about, Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. This is actually Captain America and Black Panther in 1943. Not the Black Panther we know from the movies, but his father.
Yeah, I remember seeing the preview for this one, like getting super hyped, and then we haven't seen shit from it.
Yeah, and it's being done by Amy Hennig, who did the first 3 Uncharted games, the best 3. 4 is good too, don't get me wrong. I love the first one, especially the second one is my favorite. I really want to see more from this. I am really scared that this is either going to get canceled or delayed again, and it's been delayed like 4 times already.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it go up against Grand Theft Auto. I know Koimiya does.
He wants to see every game go against Grand Theft
Yes.
Auto.
Yes, release them all.
Release
I
the
still
Kraken.
think it would be fucking great if like Valve out of nowhere is like, hey, Half-Life 3, boom, and same day as Grand Theft Auto 6. You know,
No preempt, no nothing.
preempt,
Just
nothing. Just shadow drop the fucker and let it fly. You know, just God, collective heads would explode. So
We also had Ark 2. Did you guys ever play Ark?
no.
No. I was never a fan of it, but I mean, 6 years, and I know there's a lot of people looking forward to this. Come on, let's get that going. Splinter Cell remake. They are remaking the
Yes.
original one, which I've been super excited for.
I so wanted a remake of the first one.
Yeah,
I remember playing those on the PlayStation. They were so fun.
5 years ago, it was announced. Yeah, Little Devil Inside. This was one announced in 2015.
Fuck is this one?
This was a indie game that was put out, and then you never heard anything about it again.
Oh, it was crowdfunded on Kickstarter,
Yeah,
but
that
they
was
didn't
weird.
actually follow through. That's interesting.
Gang of Dragon. Koimiya, I thought you'd be interested in this one. It's part of the Yakuza.
That's that one
Like a
that
Dragon.
just came out, wasn't it?
It's
Yeah.
not out yet. It was
not out.
announced not too long ago, and then like I don't remember if the studio got shut down.
Right.
And
I
then,
thought that
like,
was that one, right?
Yeah, that's that one. And then like the other day, their whole YouTube page completely disappeared,
Yep.
and now it's back. But yeah,
Oh.
Instantly came back within like a few minutes, but I think somebody just accidentally deleted it.
Yikes.
But yeah, we finally heard a little bit about that one. Project Awakening. It doesn't even have a full name to it yet, but announced 10 years ago.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah. Plan 8, one that was announced in 2019. I remember hearing about this. I remember nothing else about it.
Shooter? Yeah, that ain't gonna fly.
Don't Give. I've never even heard of this one.
Almost looks like Pilot Wings.
Kinda.
Pilot Wings.
Fair Games. Don't even remember hearing about this one. And this was only 3 years ago.
Oh, a live service. That's why.
Oh.
That's its problem.
Sorry, I know some of you guys watching might be fans. I am not a fan of live service.
No, neither. None of us are, I don't think.
Mass Effect 5 announced 6 years ago. I mean, they've got to do something to wash the taste of the last Mass Effect out of everyone's mouths, and this looked like it was going to do it.
Andromeda was good.
Well,
No,
to each his own.
no, it was good.
Now, this is the one I'm looking forward to, Assassin's Creed Codename Hex. They have dropped a little bits of information here and there. I believe this is set to come out next year as of right now. It was initially going to come out this year, but or last year, but all that stuff going on with Shadows and that they had to keep pushing it back. They didn't want to release 2 Assassin's Creed games in the same year. So I think they've got this coming out either this year or next year. Probably next year.
It won't be
I was
out
gonna
this year because
say-
they got Resync coming out in July.
You've
I
got,
think they got too much coming out this year.
I'll bet next year this will come out. This is one I'm really looking forward to. This is during the Roman witch trials. I am really
that one will be fun, I think.
That's going to be exciting. Okay, yeah, here's the one. Elder Scrolls 6. Announced in 2018.
Don't hold your breath for that one.
Not yet.
There you go. That's another one they can shadow drop against GTA 6.
That would be
Yeah,
so
oh,
awesome
God.
if they shadow dropped that one.
Oh,
There'd
yeah.
be fights in the game stores, you know. Are there any game stores anymore?
No.
I'm for it.
Do
I'm for it.
people even go to game stores
Release
anymore?
all the games?
I still go to like GameStop. We actually shut down all the GameStops here except for one that's in the mall. And I'm like, of course, you shut down everyone except the smallest one that doesn't carry stuff.
The one by me, and when I say by me, I mean it's still 45 minutes away. The one by me is still out, is still open.
Yeah,
I know the ones that I used to haunt in Illinois are all pretty much gone. But
yeah, the ones in DeKalb where we were both at for a long time.
those are both gone. The one that was in Spring Hill Mall is completely gone because that mall got demolished.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know what they've kept for the ones in Rockford because you had the one in Cherryvale Mall, You had the one over in the like by where Media Play used to be,
Yeah.
and all of that. So I don't know what they've kept for as far as Rockford, but yeah, both DeKalb ones are gone.
I know the one our friend Kurt worked at in Rockford is gone. The one that was over by that Target.
Okay.
Yeah, the Target and the Hobby Lobby that was right there. Though
Yeah.
that one's gone, but I don't know about the one that was across the street.
The
The
one
one
that
that
used
was
to be
over
the
by that
Funko
Target.
Land.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know about that one. And then
But the one in the mall there at Cherryville Mall, I think, is gone.
and then well, I'm surprised that mall's still fucking there. And then I know that, like I said, the one in Spring Hill Mall is gone because Spring Hill Mall is gone, but I don't know if the one that was outside Spring Hill Mall is gone.
Okay.
So
Playing with polls.
So, well, yeah, and let's see what else did we have going on here. Oh, so there was also another real controversial issue that was going,
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was going on with Mouse PI for Hire. Did you guys happen to see IGN's idiot review for that?
Yes.
is that the
It
one
was
where I
actually
said,
the first review, right?
yeah, where I was like, did the guy like just not have fun?
Yeah.
Like I didn't watch the video review, I read the article.
Hmm.
And I don't know if the video review was like any different or what, or if the article was just like the video version in text format, but that guy was a fucking Nimrod.
Yeah, and right here. So you see the video playing here. One of his big concerns here was that it didn't follow noir, and I'm like, it was never supposed to follow noir. In fact, it was basically a cartoon with the skin of a noir, you know?
Well, the way it was always shown to me, like when they were previewing, it was like, kind of Mickey Mouse, but, what if he was a detective and it's a first-person shooter? I'm like, okay, I could see that because, Mickey Mouse had just become public domain, the, 1930s version. So that's what I always thought about it.
Mm-hmm. That's what it was supposed to be, and it's a cartoon,
Right.
This guy literally complains that it's a bunch of mice and there's too many cheese puns. I'm like, it's a fucking game with mice where you're in a mouse and rat town and you're complaining that there's too much cheese.
I mean, all the puns are like right on with it from what I've played.
Yeah, see, I don't know if you can see the caption here. I really wish I could get the volume to play. But he says here, what bothers me, however, is how overly referential so much of it is. Like, okay, it's a video game based on a cartoon. When were these old cartoons not like all referential?
Okay, they're talking about fictional characters. Fictional characters. Am I getting through to you at all?
Yeah, right here he says everything is about cheese legger, cheese this, cheese that, and it's like it's a game about mice.
Right.
Of course there's cheese.
Like, yeah, it's all got puns about mice and cheese and like that kind of stuff. So like
he goes on to talk about how your guy is a walking catastrophe. He causes more violence. You can't go into a police station and shoot everyone and then go on with your day. I'm like, it's a video game based on 1930s cartoons.
Right.
It's not,
and then that's kind of the story too. That's part of the story because I've done that one where you have to go in through the police. The only thing I would say that's kind of like janky or whatever is the boss fights. Like it feels like you don't do enough damage to them, even though you're using like a shotgun or dynamite or any of that stuff.
Yeah,
that would be my only complaint. And I'm playing it on lowest difficulty. I'm like, what the hell? These boss fights are redonkulous.
And right here, you can tell that's a steamboat named Willie.
Right.
And he says right here, I mean, look at that. That's spinach. That's a Popeye reference.
Yep. And they even have, when you go into the police department, they have a banner that says, "Welcome Leon," to reference Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
I know, and he goes, reference heavy, power-ups are cute, constant callbacks to classic films and other video games, not so much. I'm like, it's supposed to be like that, you idiot. Nobody ever thought it wasn't going to be. And then look, he actually complains about finding a gator in the sewer.
Yeah.
He complains about the cartoon popping sound on the guns.
They're supposed to be that way.
Yeah, and he's like, seeing that and then seeing their heads come off is very off-putting. It's like, no, it's not. And then, he does come up with a few actual criticisms, like with the gameplay. He's like, okay, and this doesn't work right. And I'm like, okay, well, that's a
valid.
That's a
Fair.
valid criticism.
Right.
That's about it. It's like, oh, it wasn't exactly the game I wanted it to be, so I'm going to give it a 6. It's like, it was never going to be the game you wanted it to be. It was the game it's going to be.
It's the game that they wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been playing it, and I've been having a blast with it.
Let me see. There was actually a spot here where he gets really upset about, I don't know where it is. I think maybe it's right around here. Of course, they're going to advertise Hokum. But yeah, there was actually a scene in there where you actually go into an opera, and there's an opera singer that's part of a gang that's trying to stop you, and you have to fight her. And he's like, why do I fight her? Why do I have to kill her? Why is this? They don't seem to really care, and they don't seem to give any answers. I'm like, I could tell you why that is. 1, she was a gang member from that other thing. 2, you shot up her whole place. 3, it's a fucking cartoon. 4, it's a video game.
You aren't wrong.
Right.
Yeah, see, here he is complaining about going on. But yeah, I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on this. Oh, and here it is, nonsensical. Here, this is actually where you fight her.
Yep.
This is what he's complaining about. He's like, is she dead? Did I just kill her for being angry that I burned down her workplace? If I didn't have, I would have left her alive and unconscious inside a burning building. Well, at least I did get lonely. Mouse PI for hire doesn't tell me, and it doesn't seem to care either way. And why do you think that is? And you know what? I'm going to do a down view. That's what you get. So, no, I just kind of wanted to get your guys' opinion on that because everybody else has been talking about that this week.
Well, I said it in our chat on Messenger. The guy sounds like he's a lot of fun.
That's the thing, though, is like, IGN being one of the biggest gaming news outlets. This, a review like that could hurt a game, and this is from an indie studio where but it seems like the rest of the industry has their back.
I was just say all the other reviews were like 8, 9, like way up there, and they're the only ones that like review bombed it. So he had some sort of criticism for that style, or was looking for something else out of that game, or had never seen fucking cartoons from back then. Something like he had a vendetta against it. He was not an unbiased reviewer.
Well, at the very beginning, he says he loves everything noir. And I'm like, I think he wanted it to be a noir game, and it's a cartoon.
Right. I mean, it still has that feel to it. It's just not, like, deeply rich, like, he's over-talking, like, the noir ones usually do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't know what he wanted from it.
He wanted it to be like a hard-boiled detective, the city crime story.
Yeah, and it's not. It's a really light, cartoony first-person shooter, and I think the first-person shooter aspect of it works really well.
Mm-hmm.
I've been having fun playing it.
It's a boomer shooter. It's not noir. It's basically just taking on the aesthetic of noir, but not noir. It was never trying to be actual noir, So, yeah, it's been really interesting watching a lot of these YouTubers rip that to shreds, though. And it's not ripping the game to shreds, it's ripping that guy to shreds. Right. And, of course, this isn't the first time it happened. They recently did Crimson Desert, they gave that like a 6 out of 10. And it seems like, okay, anything that just doesn't follow what they want it to be is now going to just get it's okay, or get a bad score. They recently gave the Michael documentary a 3 out of 10.
Yeah,
and I'm
I
like,
saw
okay.
that.
I'm like, okay, that means it's going to be amazing.
I saw that.
I just don't. I think they're getting so bad that nobody can trust them, right?
I turned to
Pretty
IGN
much.
for gaming news because they are still like one of the top outlets for putting out the news on the gaming industry, but that's about it. I do not follow their
Yeah, but if
reviews
they're
used to
biased
be-
on their reviews, how can you read their articles and go, okay, that's not biased. They're not going to put in their own shit. Again, like they're going to get so bad that people are going to be like, well, I'm not going to go to that.
like no,
Unfortunately.
now get out. What are you doing there, Komiya?
Just checking something.
Oh,
Looking
okay.
at porn.
No.
That was
Messing with
before the show.
messing with Meld.
Mouse porn.
Messing with Meld.
Okay, you cannot tell me that Mouse PI for Hire doesn't have like a prawn. I don't know if you can say porn on TikTok. By the way.
I don't know.
You just got yourself banned.
Probably. But at least it's not right in the beginning.
That was fun. Were you here, Koimiya, when that
No.
happened? I know. But like, were you here in the comments when that happened?
No.
No.
No. Me
No, I am not.
All right, yep, and there was some other stuff going on as well. There's a big shakeup at Xbox, and I think we all owe Asha Sharma, I should say, an apology.
No, we don't.
Do
Yes,
we?
do. Yes.
No, we don't.
I don't think we do either.
She's laying out plans for deeper investment in Xbox's platform foundations. She's identified multiple areas of improvement. And one of the things she just did recently was she lowered the price of Game Pass. Now, when I say that she lowered it $7, but so it had actually jumped 50% from what it was in October. She lowered it, but you still got to remember now it's still 30% higher than it was 6 months ago. Good start.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't hire it and then go, hey, we lowered it for you guys, but we're still making you pay more. Like, you didn't do anything. You made it look like you were giving
Call
them
of
a
Duty
deal.
off of day one release on it.
Yeah, they took
which
Call
is
of
what
Duty
90% of people who were buying Game Pass were probably buying it for.
Was
And
that the one that was inflating it so goddamn much? Even
Yeah,
though
oh,
they
yeah,
own
probably
that
just-
fucking studio?
Yep, exactly, because they gotta recoup their losses.
Yeah, they got to recoup what they lost for buying it, which was what? How many billions of dollars?
Well, that seems like a them problem.
So, but that was the thing. They took that. Didn't Phil Spencer say that Call of Duty wouldn't be day one on Game Pass, like to begin with? And then I think it wasn't Xbox, it was Microsoft that said, yes, it is. And they overruled him.
I don't know.
Don't know.
A lot of that wasn't Phil's fault. A lot of that was was Microsoft trying to recoup that money, which I don't blame them. That was like 30 something billion. And then also another 7 billion for Bethesda. I mean, Phil just pretty much wrote checks they couldn't cash.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, she is actually saying that they're gonna bring. It sounds like they're gonna bring exclusives back. She got rid of that whole everything is an Xbox thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So now she actually wants Xbox to be a definitive experience like it used to be back in like the Xbox 360 days. She's trying to bring it back to that. And then she's also mentioned that she wants to bring she wants to do new Game Pass tiers, one where you could actually create your own tier. So like you get certain games certain games from certain studios day one on a tier. Other ones, if you want, like the more that you want, the more that you pay going up. So you could actually get even cheaper Xbox Game Pass. So,
I mean,
like I said, it's a good start. It's not what needs to happen, but it is definitely a good start.
I will not tip my hat to her until she gets rid of fucking ads on the dashboard.
I don't know if that's going to happen. The ad revenue brings in a lot.
Does it though? Most people tune that shit out or exit out, or do you have to watch them? Can you not get out of them? I don't know. I don't have an Xbox.
Now, when you say ads, Koimi, are you talking about ads for other games or like ads for other products?
Ads in general.
I think just
Get rid of
other
all the
games.
fucking tiles on the Xbox home screen. It's like, hey, you can now have backgrounds, but we're gonna fucking cover them all with tiles, you know?
I mean, didn't PlayStation do that too for a
Yep,
while?
and I fucking hate it.
Now you can kind of move
You
them
can
around.
kind of get the widgets out of the way, but it's still ridiculous.
Right.
They should give an option to maybe toggle that to remove the ads or to keep them on.
Who in their right mind is going to keep them on?
No one.
Well, no one.
Exactly.
But at the same time, then it gives you the illusion of choice.
Yeah.
At least that's how I see it, anyway.
Well, you're on your Xbox. Fucking bring up the home screen.
Okay. I mean, just bring yeah, there it is.
Yeah, look at that. Clusterfuck.
Jesus Christ. That is cluttered as fuck. I thought the PlayStation was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, move me over here, but there you get a little...
now make him the main window on our. Look at that.
This is the main window.
That. Clusterfuck.
So I mean, yeah, you can see your background here.
Yeah, but it's because you're up further, but you were just down a little bit more.
Yeah,
and
I just clicked down once.
Yeah, when you're like that, like,
and then keep going down.
Holy fuck!
Keep going down. Look at all that shit. Get rid of all that shit.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, see, and Ravenblood just comes in and says, I agree, I could care less about events going on with games I don't play, and then the 18 different sales they have going that are always the same game.
Okay, well, what about this? What if they tailored the ad to yours instead of just what they want you to play?
What if they just get rid of the goddamn ads and give the gamers what they want?
Right. I'm going to already know most of the games I want. Half the time I don't do the, hey, you've played this game, why don't you try this one?
And then look, then you can go from here to browse the store. So, yeah, I do agree with that, but that's why I said maybe give them a chance to toggle this off. You see what you've played, what you got downloaded, like you do right here.
Like, see, that's not...
If they had that,
that's not
bottom,
horrible.
Just that at the bottom, and then like at the top where you have your settings, scroll up. So right so there. So if they just had that and then moved your tiles, that tile down to where that next row is, that I would be okay with.
And leave it that way all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, look
Not
at how
that
many
you
times
have to
it takes
scroll up.
Look at how many times it takes me to go down. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's already too much. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, now you're just recycling some of the same ones you've already seen.
So like I said, I am not tipping my hat to her until she gets rid of that shit.
What if they just cut this in half? Would you be cool with that, or you want it all gone?
Rid of it.
Okay.
Do I have to stress this as many times as how much I don't give a fuck about GTA 6?
Yes.
Because it's right up there with how much I don't give a fuck about GTA 6.
Well, you definitely should.
No, I shouldn't.
Well, you should.
Why should I? Give me one reason why I should.
Because reasons.
No. See, you can't even give me a reason.
No, why you should care about Grand Theft Auto 6? Because it's going to
Yeah.
be awesome. It is one of the biggest games, one of the biggest franchises in history. It
That
gives you
doesn't
an
mean
amazing. Hold
diddly
on, it gives you an
fuck to
amazing
me.
story. It gives
Here,
you amazing.
let me give you some.
gameplay.
Let me
Oh, boy.
counterpoint.
Hey, how about you get on
is one of-
screen so you
Star
can do
Wars
that?
is one of the biggest franchises in history, and look how much those newer movies fucking suck.
I mean, I like the newer ones, except for the last one where they totally screwed it up.
One of the biggest franchises in history. That's Cyclops' argument. Is GTA is one of the biggest franchises in history, so it's going to be awesome. Star
That
Wars
is not
one
my
of the biggest-
argument. I said
That was literally what you just fucking said.
What I'm saying is that yes, it's one of the biggest franchises in history. On top of that, why is it? Because it gives you amazing driving skills. It gives you amazing
Driving skills. In
done.
what
I'm
life
not
are you fucking driving
Amazing.
around in real life like playing Grand Theft Auto?
Mommy
I
and
would
Daddy
say
are
that
fighting,
you're gonna-
and I'm in the middle.
You're gonna run over. You only have one eye. You're gonna hit a person and be like, "Oh, gee, was that a rock?"
I'll do it, damn it. But no, it's got they always have amazing stories. They have amazing graphics.
I was going to
I
say
know
usually
graphics aren't
they're
everything,
they're the ones that innovate the graphics, right? Usually they're the ones that push everything, the hardware, the software to the limits, and then everybody kind of follows behind them.
yes. They're the ones that set the standard for what gaming is able to do. Them and Nintendo.
Nintendo? No,
Yeah,
that's
Nintendo.
definitely wrong.
Nintendo innovates in ways that it's like they don't make it look better, but they change the way that you game. They're the ones that got your ass off.
They
the
do
couch
the
with, like,
hardware,
Wii.
yes.
Yeah. Now with Grand Theft Auto, they're the ones that always do the hardware. They were how many times were we able to switch protagonists like that until Grand Theft Auto 5? How many times were you able to see games that had almost photorealism until Grand Theft Auto 4?
Yeah, but
Crisis.
I mean, and look at Grand Theft Auto 3. They're the ones that did the whole open world sandbox games. They're the ones that innovated all of that. I mean, they weren't the first ones to do it, but they were the first ones to implement it and make it as realistic and as fun as you possibly could.
Okay,
Other
I got an
games-
argument. I've got an argument for your implementing the open world. Driver says hello.
Oh, yes, Driver.
Yes, Driver was doing that shit while Grand Theft Auto was still top down overhead.
Yeah, I didn't say they created it. I said they innovated and made it what it is now.
So, anyway,
And like I said, amazing story, amazing graphics. They're the ones that innovate in the gameplay. Tell me why you don't like it.
I never said I don't like it. I said I don't fucking care about it.
Okay, so tell me
Slayer
why you
comes
don't
back.
care about
It's
it.
going to be exactly same game over again.
There's that.
Exactly same game.
It's a new crime story. How is it the same game over?
It's always starts out the
that's like
same
fucking
thing.
saying Call of Duty is a new game because it's 2 years in the future.
Well, no, that's just
It's
run,
the same
shoot, run,
fucking
shoot.
game.
That you can say that about a lot of games that are just run, shoot, point A to point B, go do this and that.
And what is Grand Theft Auto? Go
That's
pick up
almost-
this person here. Go deliver this there. It's the same fucking game
What is
over and over
Fable?
again.
What is Fable?
I know Fable's the same game.
Exactly.
I'm not
So
denying that.
you're telling me that Grand Theft Auto is not a great game because it's the same thing over and over again. But
Same
Fable is
sto-
the same thing over and over
same
again.
main story. Like you're going to start out as a little thug and then, work your way
In a
up
big city,
into
Little Thug in a Big City.
Except Grand Theft Auto 5, where it was like you had a retired gangster, you had
But it was the same thing.
you had Trevor, and then you had a wannabe gangster, which was Franklin. A 2-bit
So
gangster, as they
you
called him.
had two gangsters and whatever the fuck you want to call Trevor.
the
Nutcase.
the wild card.
A wild card.
So I
Yeah,
know
look at-
I know
look at-
damn well you're gonna play this. Maybe not right when it comes
No,
out.
I'm
But
not.
you are gonna play. Yes, you are.
No, I won't.
You said if it went on sale, you would
If
play
it goes
You
on
already
sale or
said
if it goes on sale, I said I might on a whim. Look at how red Cyclops is getting.
That's because it's hot in here. I'm under these lights. And I got the window right here.
Uh-huh.
I don't get red and I get mad, and I'm not even getting mad. I'm just sitting here going like, how the hell can you call yourself a gamer when you don't want to do this?
Because I don't think Grand Theft Auto is the end-all be-all of all fucking video games.
This is coming from the same guy who yelled at me to play Expedition 33 and hasn't beat it himself yet.
No, I haven't.
Did you actually beat that one?
Yes, I did.
Okay, then at some point we need to talk.
And Koimiya hasn't seen it, so we're going to totally spoil it for him. Wasn't it awesome when Bugs Bunny came in there?
Okay.
Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse. I didn't think they'd share the screen together.
Slayer comes back. They did in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's the only time they've been together. Because the storyline of GTA games are so memorable. I think the third one was probably the most memorable for me. Nico.
Oh man, Nico. Yeah, Nico was a great story.
Yeah, that was a really good story, and it had the good graphics. It had all the things.
Here was the thing, though. Nico's story, as memorable and as amazing as it is, it did not hit the comedy aspects that a lot of people wanted for Grand Theft Auto. It wasn't as crazy, wild, and out there as like the ones before it. And that's partially why I think they sacrificed some story for Grand Theft Auto 5, because then you just put Trevor in there and you're like, here's everyone when they get bored and they just start shooting people. Let's make that a character.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they also run the risk of taking it too far, and then you have Saints Row.
yeah, true. When you just make everyone Trevor, it's like you can't have everyone be Trevor, or nobody's Trevor.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my god! Actually, I did hear that Stephen Ogg. If you ask him, if you see him at a convention, he'll be nice to you. But like, if you see him out, like just out and about, and you ask him to do something from Trevor, he won't do it because he's like, Trevor's a fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
It's like, I see that he wants to be more known for like Simon from The Walking Dead or something like that. It's like, nope, everyone knows you as Trevor. When you do that good of a job and that,
I mean, you gotta kind of embrace it if that's what people know you as.
Mm-hmm.
Slayer comes back. They even recycled cheat codes. Same game.
Yeah, but Grand Theft Auto does have some of the most memorable stories. They have some of the most, some of the best stories. I mean, you guys were just talking about Nico.
And like I said, Nico was the last good Grand Theft Auto, in my opinion.
Well, that
PS3.
So, well, then let me ask you: did you like the DLCs that came out for that, the Lost and Damned, and the Ballad of Gay Tony? A lot of people are saying the Ballad of Gay Tony is the best GTA.
I haven't played Lost and the Damned.
I played that one.
I did play Ballad of Gay Tony, and that was great.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
I love how they took Nico's surroundings, and told a whole new, fresh story.
Yeah. I loved Ballad of Gay Tony. I did not play Lost in the Damned, or Lost in the Damned, or whatever that was. I wanted to. I don't remember why I didn't, but yeah.
It really, if you played the Lost and Damned, I know you said you didn't. If you did, though, it makes Trevor's introduction that much more memorable.
Okay.
Because remember at the very beginning when I know we're on TikTok right now, but when he's doing stuff with that girl in his trailer, and the guy comes in, Trevor, you're not supposed to be doing that with my girl. That's wrong. I love her, man. And then he like throws that bottle at him and stomps his head.
Right.
The character he does that to is actually the protagonist from the Lost and Damned.
Okay.
And on top of that, it makes it that the way, because the Lost and Damned ends with him almost being redeemed and getting away from her because she was such trouble. And now you see that he's kind of spiraled back down only to meet that kind of an end.
Gotcha.
So that's why you don't like Grand Theft Auto 5. You didn't play the Lost and Damned. This is your own fault.
I'm sorry, but if I have to play a DLC just to enjoy a mainline entry game, that's their fault.
Nope, still blaming you.
Okay. I got a poll going now, a different one. Will you buy GTA 6 day one?
Yes.
If you're in the chat, looks like you can type in what you can do.
And you definitely should. We all know.
We all know what Koimiya put in there. And I'm guessing Slayer. Oh yeah, it shows me right here. Okay, nice.
Why is that not showing up in my chat? But the answer for me is
Oh, looks like Cyclops says hell no.
I did not.
It literally on the screen. Look at that. That's a
Look.
2.
That's because I did not say 2. That's because when you do it, yours is saying 1.
Oh, it is putting
2.
them all in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we can vote on our own thing because we have too many channels
Meanwhile,
going through.
I've got Raven Blood over here going number 3.
So what is number 3?
What the fuck is, or what is GTA 6?
Yeah, what's a GTA 6?
What's... I think a 3 is like maybe if it's on Game Pass, which it probably won't be.
I'm gonna pop this up just for shits and giggles.
Okay. Yes,
All
let's
right.
have some more pop-ups.
Because pop-ups are what we need, obviously.
Yes.
But anyway.
Anyway,
yes.
we were talking about Xbox, and somehow we got onto GTA.
Because the show should be the ADHD show. Yeah, honestly, that's about what it is. But yeah, I had pretty much said everything I was going to about this. But yeah, look at here. Clearly, the Xbox boss believes that improvements need to be made behind the scenes to operate in a more efficient manner going forward. It's nice to hear that the Xbox dashboard experience will likely continue to evolve as a result of that. Her mention of discovery, relevance, and social not being first class certainly suggests as such.
Good. Get rid of all the fucking ads.
Yeah, was it X that you put that on there that you would sing her praises if she got rid of all the ads?
I said that.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. That was you that said that, right?
Yeah. That's when I would tip my hat to her.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna clap like a seal just because she lowered Game Pass $7. You know.
Right. So this is where it really says here in a leaked memo to employees was shared by the Verge yesterday. Sharma outlined a deeper investment is required in this area, suggesting that some of Xbox's infrastructure makes it hard to experiment, learn, and distribute at both speed and quality. Also, from a player standpoint, she says there are too many of the front-end Xbox features aren't first class, pointing out to the likes of discovery, relevance, and social. So basically, just get rid of the ads.
I'd be okay with that.
All right. All right, now here's a really interesting one. I know that we were all talking about this before. Actually, we were talking about
GTA
this.
6?
No. No, we can go back to that. We can talk about that all freaking day.
No, I think we've had enough.
Gamers are suing Nintendo for tariff refunds. Now, here's what I was telling you guys. For people watching, basically, Nintendo, they raised their prices because of Trump's tariffs.
Right.
Then, so players started paying more to get things that had been out for, what is it, like since June? When that came out?
Hang on one second.
Something like that.
Last June. People started paying more for it. And then those tariffs were deemed illegal. So Nintendo got rid of the tariffs. Nintendo then sued the Trump administration wanting their tariff money back and with interest, but they're trying to keep the consumers' money. All the consumers who bought things during that certain time, which was from, I want to say, October of last year, until like April of this year, they're still wanting to keep they want to keep the extra money that players had to spend because the tariffs made their products more expensive. So basically, Nintendo wants to get paid twice. They want their money back from the Trump administration, and they want to keep your money that you paid during the tariff time.
That sounds like a very Nintendo thing to do.
Yes. So gamers are now trying to sue Nintendo for tariff refunds. So basically saying like the extra money that we paid, you need to pay that back.
Right.
Because those tariffs were illegal.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works for them.
Now, there are 2 class action lawsuits being filed. I don't know if it's Nintendo being sued or if it's just Nintendo of America. But either
Probably
way,
Nintendo of America.
Yeah. On April 21st, the first reported by Aftermath, 2 Nintendo customers from California and Washington, so both on the West Coast, filed a class action lawsuit in the United States District Court's Western District of Washington against
that didn't that
Nintendo.
fast.
Yeah, against Nintendo in an effort to collect some of the tariff refund money. The Nintendo company is likely to get back following the Supreme Court's ruling in February that the tariffs, which led to increased price on consoles and loads of other consumer goods, were illegal.
Did they actually up their prices though? I don't think they did because of that. I thought
They
they
did.
I thought they were the only one that left their console at the same price.
So I don't think their console went any higher, but a lot of their stuff, like their
So,
controllers,
All the
and-
accessories.
The Switch 2 console did not go up, but
I
Switch
thought it-
1 did.
The first one, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Which made no goddamn sense.
Right.
Name me one thing about this administration that makes any damn sense.
Well, no, I
Not
mean like
Nintendo.
Nintendo. Why would you up the price of your Switch 1 when everybody's trying to get the 2? You would think that's where you would be upping it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that everybody
But-
wants.
So what I think is going to happen with this is what they'll probably do is they'll settle with, okay, we're going to get all our that money back, but we're going to give you guys a free game. Here you go. Here's Mario Kart.
You think that's what they're gonna do? Really?
Oh yeah, I guarantee you that's what will happen.
Well, because giving all the people money, that would take a lot.
It
I don't
would,
know if
and it's a pain in the ass if you've ever done a class action suit. Like, it takes years to finally get the money, and then once you finally, divvied it out between, the lawyers get paid, and each person in the suit gets it, you get like $23, and you're like, well, that was great. I'm so glad I signed up for that. I think the only one I actually got quite a bit of money was during like the Facebook thing where they, automatically added your face or recognized your face.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
got
that.
I got a decent chunk out of that.
it was
I
like
was like,
$100 or
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Like, that was kind of worth it. All right.
I was like,
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna go buy
usually
a
it
game.
turns out to be just like, here's $10. Okay,
So,
thanks.
I bet it's not a free game, but I'll bet what they do is they tell everybody to get online and like they give them like a $50 credit or something.
Either that or what they'll do is they'll give them a year subscription to the Nintendo Network thing. You're like, here you go, like something that doesn't mean a lot to them that they can just write the fuck off.
Mm. Yeah,
Because PlayStation's done that too. When they've had a big outage or they got hacked or whatever. I think when they got hacked, we all got a free game from that, right?
Two
Right.
free games.
yeah,
Yeah.
So,
but there were games
That's
that a
how-
lot of people didn't want.
right. It's like, oh, okay, thanks for nothing.
It's like thanks? Question mark.
Right. So that's how I feel this one will get settled.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right on that. Nobody's getting a check except maybe
No.
the lawyers.
No, and Nintendo the way they are, they'll probably try and re-sue them somehow.
That's when they go and they look at everybody's screen names and everything, and then they start going to YouTube. Like, okay, now we gave them the free game. Are they streaming it? Okay, then let's
sue 'em.
licensing.
Yeah.
Cease and desist orders. And I don't know. Nintendo gets weird. It's like they're such a family company, and they still bring.
Are they, though?
Still seeing Nintendo, you still got like the nostalgia of like, oh, I remember, Duck Hunt and and this and that, and then it's like, yeah, but that's our generation. The new generation is going like, the fuck,
Right. Yeah.
Nintendo
Now they're
nor
sue
us,
happy and license. Going after you for all the license. Oh, you had a Mario music in there. How dare you?
because obviously they need more money.
All right.
Nintendo couldn't pay. They're like, oh, remember we couldn't pay our rent one time. It's like that was like back in the 80s, and Mario gave you a break on it, which is why you named your character after your landlord.
Right.
And it wasn't even a new character; you just renamed an existing character. That's true. Jumpman was
No, I know.
called. Yeah, Mario was Jumpman, but then again, now he's got personality.
I mean, does he in the movie?
Did you ever see
Good old Chris Pratt, your favorite?
Chris Pratt.
Chris
Yeah.
Pratt and Jack Black in one movie? So you know Koi Mia is like the first one. And then, I heard they're actually looking at making a second Tropic Thunder movie, and they actually wrote that character that Jack Black was playing in there. They wrote it for Jack Black. I can totally see that.
Mm.
Oh, I'm seeing more. I thought somebody else had voted on there. No, honestly, but I thought they had. Okay, what is Slayer saying there?
He did come back and say something, didn't he? Sorry about that. I don't get the issue with the ads, Koimiya. Like, bro, we all grew up with basic TV. Those ads on the dashboard don't hinder your playing games. Yeah, but like now that I'm an adult, I pay to get that shit off my screen. Or I have cable. Like, I do not listen to ads. I do not listen to ads on radio. I do not do it on TV. Fuck your ads. I am not listening to it. I will pay extra to get that shit off my screen.
Slayer, how old are you?
I think he's around our age. Maybe a little
You
younger.
own any of the older generation systems that didn't have a single fucking ad on it, and you're telling me you're okay with what it is now? Fuck out of here with that.
Sorry, Slayer. We took a little while to get to that one.
If it was just a few ads like what they've got on the Xbox, that'd be fine. Like he was saying, if it was maybe even just like
it doesn't. It always starts out with a few ads, right? And then we want a little bit more. We want a little bit more.
If it had just stayed, remember what the Xbox dashboard looked like? The Xbox Xbox 360.
The blades. I would love if they came back with the blades.
Yeah.
Comes back. He's 37, so he's a little younger than us. But those ads pay for them not putting ads in games. No, it doesn't, because they're not the ones making most of the games. Most of them are third party, so you can't use that as a argument there.
True.
And
there
welcome, Game Playboy. God, that's hard to say. I always want to say Game Boy Play.
Hey, Game Playboy. Yeah, he comes into my streams every so often.
We do have a poll.
They don't have ads in games. I mean, remember Alan Wake when that first came out? There were ads everywhere for Energizer batteries and Verizon Wireless, and they were like every fucking 5 seconds you'd walk into an ad there.
Ravenblood even says, "Bring back the blades."
Yes, Ravenblood. Ravenblood is right. Bring back the blades.
We do have a poll going for anybody that is in chat, so don't forget to vote.
Well, Ravenblood said 3, but he's not in your guys' chat, so his vote, I mean, there you go.
That's fine.
Did it take it? It didn't.
No, it
take
didn't,
it, though.
because I think it already counts your vote.
Oh, I can't vote. I can't override anybody. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Ravenblood. I tried.
Okay, but we do know that you have a vote in there.
Yeah. So Microsoft develops their own games too, so yes, it does.
Why isn't it not letting me vote? But my vote is hell yes.
I think again because I voted because we have too many things going in on the vote. If you watch them go through,
I'm a hell yes. I know neo-deth is a hell yes.
I was the first one that voted hell yes.
Koimiya is a no, so far he's losing. And
then voted no as well.
And then we have
what is the
Ravenblood
poll? I lost connection for it. It's will you buy GTA 6 a day one? It's hell yeah, fuck no, and what's a GTA 6?
What's a Nubian?
Oh.
I love that movie, Chasing Amy.
You know, it's actually because of that movie that we got Alan Rickman in Dogma.
I'm sure of it.
There
you go.
Oh,
I figured that's what Slayer would put. Thank you, Slayer. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Kevin Smith was actually saying that he wrote the role of Metatron. He wrote that role with Alan Rickman in mind, not thinking they'd ever get that. But then it turned out that Alan Rickman absolutely loved Chasing Amy. Talked to his agent and said, "Find out what his next project is. I want to do it." and it was Dogma. And of course, Alan Rickman said his only two conditions were they couldn't do a lot of improv, and the wings that he wears had to be practical effects, no special effects.
Yeah.
That was
That's
it. And
good.
then they said that they didn't do improv. They actually, the only line that was left in there that was improv was when Chris Rock falls from the sky. And they're like, Christ, you knew Christ. He's like, knew him. Shit, that guy owes me $12. That was an improv line. And it was because Alan Rickman was behind the camera and busted out laughing when he said it. They left it in.
Well, I also like Muse's thing about Rickman. You know, Kevin basically pulled Muse aside before they started filming the movie
Right.
and was like, "You got to be on your best behavior." You know, this is Alan fucking Rickman, and so Muse not only memorized all his lines for the movie, but like everybody else's lines for the movie as well, because he quote didn't want to piss off that Rickman dude.
Yeah. Well, I saw too. Kevin Smith was recently interviewed, and he said while they were filming the sequence where they're standing outside the church, when all of the cast was there, he was getting things ready, getting things set up, and he looked over, and in deep conversation was Jason Mewes and Alan Rickman, and he was like, "What the fuck would these two have to talk about?" You know.
Right.
So he finished up, and as soon as he saw their conversation break up, he pulled Rickman to the side, and he goes, "Hey, if Mewes is bothering you, I'll talk to him." And we'll get him. And he was like, "Don't you dare!" He said, Jason Mewes is an American Constitution or is an American legend or something like that." And he's like, "He's an amazing person." I was like, "How would these two get along?" And they said that hearing that actually went to Jason's head. So the next movie that they did, anytime Smith gave him an gave him a direction he didn't like, he would be like, "Hey, who's the American institution here?" It's like he didn't say that the filmmaker was the institution.
Slayer comes back. Muse is doing stand-up now.
Yep, I heard about that.
I think they're still going out together and doing stuff too. Oh, and then
Oh, yeah.
they have that the video game that came out too. Like, was it this week or last week?
It was on 420.
Yeah,
of course it was.
And
Yeah,
they're on a cruise together too, isn't it? Like Cruise Askew or something.
Yeah, but
does a lot
like
of stuff
they
there.
the beat 'em up game actually looks kind of fun. I've put it on my list that I will eventually probably buy it and play it.
Yeah.
Probably 420 next year, right?
No,
That's not when you're gonna get it.
no, don't give two shits about that.
So,
But
yeah, we were talking here about we kind of started talking about some movies here. We did bring up the Mario movie. Now I know that neo-deth and I have seen it. Koimiya, you haven't seen it though, right?
The new one? No, I have not seen that yet.
No. So it's funny because this movie is actually getting critically bashed even harder than the first movie did, but it's still on its way to making $1 billion. And right here it says Shigeru Miyamoto is actually saying it's truly baffling how this movie got bashed worse than the first one did. He did say the first one getting criticized was fair. He doesn't understand why this one is getting so much as well.
why was the first one fair and this one's not?
That he says
I would think it would be the other way around again, like, because this one is the one that's like the story's not really there. It's just more like nostalgia.
Well, right here he says, regarding the critics' review of the first film, I remember thinking they have a point. But I figured this time would be different, only to find that they were even harsher than last time, which I found rather odd. Then he laughs, says, we stepped from another medium and did our best to help energize the film industry, and yet the very people who are supposed to champion the film industry are the ones being so negative. It's truly baffling. And right here it says, yep, this surpassed the 2 billion mark. So that means the franchise has, but I don't know if this movie did, because the first one made what, 1.4 billion or something. This was almost to $1 billion.
I wouldn't know.
Nintendo will soon be looking to ramp up marketing for the Legend of Zelda Movie 2, which is currently scheduled to release in May of 2027. I want to see more of that before I, have anything to say. But yes, so neo-deth, you were saying that this is all nostalgia. What did you expect it to be?
I mean, I don't want like a deep dive story on it, but I want something cohesive that goes through the entire thing. And it was just more we have to get to point A to point B and then, maybe C. And there's a bunch of stuff in the background that's fun to look at.
But that's all they ever expected it to be. It's bright, it's colorful, it's Mario. And
right,
it's just
but you
Mario
would think, okay, you did
Mario's
the first one. The first one was, your kind of origin story, how they got there and that stuff, setting up your characters, and then the third one or second one was just kind of meh. Like you didn't. No character has any growth. Like it doesn't do anything. Like I understand it doesn't need to be a big opera and you're crying about all this shit or whatever, but. I mean, it's there for, gamers that want to watch, Mario on the big screen. It does that. It's there for kids. But, like, it needed to have a little bit more cohesive story of, not just like, Bowser's evil or not evil anymore. Oh, I'm evil again. Okay.
I mean,
like you needed to have Bowser Jr. be the main focus of the evil thing, and Bowser wasn't even in the fucking thing, and it would have been a little bit better. You're just trying to do too many things.
Like
that's how I felt.
Star Fox movie.
Right, and then you have Star Fox in there for no fucking reason other than to set up that there's a game coming out soon, as far as we know. They haven't even released it, or to hype that up.
So you just don't like fun?
No, it's not even just. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was fun to go see in the theater with other video game nerds, kids, all that. I enjoyed that part of it, but it's not something. Well, I'm gonna watch that over and over again because it was so good. I feel the Zelda one. If they do it right, it'll be one of those epic, adventure games, hopefully, and have a decent story. But,
okay.
The wife enjoyed it, as you can see there. And then what did Slayer come back and say? They should both get criticized because they didn't have Danny DeVito or John Leguizamo in them. Yeah, that would have been so cool if they would have had some sort of nod to John Leguizamo or the original live action one or something.
Well, that's why I've said in the next one, I think they've hinted that Wario and Waluigi might be showing up, and that's why I've said I'd love it to see if Danny DeVito did the voice of Wario, and if John Leguizamo came in and did the voice of Waluigi. Yeah. I can just see those two being the perfect fit for those two.
And and then they had that whole casino scene where you brought in Wart, Birdo, and I can never remember the fucking rat's name. You had all those cool characters from the obscure second one that not a lot of people played because it was so weird.
Mm-hmm.
And you had that in there, and it was just a side thing. And then I thought they were gonna Wart was gonna team up with them, and then he was just never heard from again. I'm like, okay, what were we going with that?
Well, they could be setting it up for what he does in the third movie.
Could be, but I think it was more just there to get people going. Like I said, oh shit, they're using obscure characters that we've not seen a lot of.
So fan service.
Kind of.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay, you made a fair point. Koimiya, are you going to see the movie in the theater, or are you waiting until it comes out on streaming?
I'm shocked your boys didn't want to go see it.
I'm surprised they didn't either. I'm not sure. I don't know. I most likely will probably end up for it to be on streaming because
I was gonna say now it's has it already been a month? Yeah, it was the beginning of this month, so it should still be in theaters. But
I'm sure it's still in theaters around here.
It is.
But
it's kind of on that once a month, 2 out, then it just gets pulled, and then
Right. Yeah,
Then
I
it's on a
don't
streaming service like less than a month later.
know. They
Right.
didn't seem to be as excited for it. I'm sure once it's out on streaming, then they'll be like, "Let's get it." But you know,
Okay.
All right.
they've been.
Alright.
It's weird. They've been kind of like into older movies lately. In like the other night, I came downstairs to get ready for work, and I saw laying out on the entertainment center, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and I was like, "Did you guys watch this?" And my wife's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "And how did they handle the whole Castle Anthrax scene?" And my wife's like, "Well, my 10-year-old, she's like, he said it went completely over his head,
Mm.
and the 13-year-old, if he understood it, he didn't say anything." So, you know, there's that. But they've been watching that. They watched there was another one they watched that I was surprised that they wanted to watch, and it's all been the 10-year-old who's been wanting to watch them. So
Okay. So he wants to watch more classic things that like what you grew up
yeah,
or
yeah.
things that you may have liked
Like
to see
about
if
a
he
month
likes some
ago,
type things.
about a month ago, he wanted to watch Army of Darkness. So I'm like, fuck yeah, you know. And so
Did you have him watch Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 first?
no,
Okay.
nope, just Army of Darkness. So
Say the first two are like more horror with the comedy aspects, and then the third one is just like it's great, but
Straight
it's
up comedy.
not. It's straight up comedy and with some action.
yeah.
So, all right. Well, speaking of movies, we were talking about this right before we went live here. Coyote versus Acme trailer goes straight for Warner Brothers' throat. The
Good.
excellent-looking movie takes aim at the company that shelved it for 3 years for no apparent reason. So
Tax write-off. That's why.
Well, what happened was 3 years ago, 2023, when this was supposed to come out, Warner Brothers was having a bad year. So that's also when they shelved Batgirl. That's when they shelved this, and that's when they shelved. It was a Scooby-Doo movie as well. But people couldn't understand this one because they had done some, what do you call that? Like test audiences, test screenings for it, and they knocked it out of the park. It had you know, you had the Looney Tunes characters back, you had John Cena coming back, you had everybody was loving it, and then they just decided to shelve it, made absolutely no sense, and pissed everyone off. Now, Ketchup Entertainment,
which is a funny name. I thought, I'm like, really? That's the name of the production? Okay.
They bought it, and their first trailer goes right for the throats of Warner Brothers. Even though Warner Brothers, I still think gets a cut of the movie.
Depends on what the deal said, yeah.
Yeah. And all this movie has to do, because here's the thing. When they shelved this movie, they were going to get a $30 million write-off. So all this movie has to do is make $31 million at the box office in its entire run. And it'll make Warner Brothers look stupid.
Well, didn't the movie itself, wasn't the budget like $50 million? That's what they put into it. And then, yeah, they were able to write off $30 million. Mm-hmm. So I hope this thing just makes $1 billion. Just knocks it out of the goddamn park so that they look, just so much egg on their face. Like, why didn't you release this one? I can see maybe the Batgirl one because they were saying that the story with that one was just like really weird and it didn't flow right and stuff like that. But this one, after watching the trailer, like, it looks so good. Like, why would you not just release this, even if it, made 20,000 or 20 million in the box office? You'd at least get something.
Right.
And I think it would do more just because it looks so fun.
I mean, look, that's like photorealistic background with the cartoon foreground.
Right. It gives you that Space Jam vibes.
Mm-hmm. And here's why I love this. Look, they go right here. A wholly owned subsidiary of the Acme Corporation.
And our era grew up with these cartoon, so we know that he's always, failing with Acme. And then, he finally gets his revenge. Like, the story was just so crafted so well. Like, why wouldn't you release this? And you've got, John Cena, and they're playing a lawyer, like, of all things. Like, it just works so well. Like, I don't know why they've shelved it. Yeah, I really hope that this one does really well in the box office. I might even just go see it in the box office just to
here,
give it a ticket.
It says Acme sucks, and some people have actually got. They say that they've got like an actual clip of the actual movie, and it doesn't say Acme sucks. It says Warner Brothers sucks or something like that.
Oh, that'd be funny.
I have not seen the trailer.
Oh,
did you watch the trailer for Clayface?
Yes, and I've got that pulled up here.
I can't wait for that.
Yep, and I'll play that here in just a second here. Yeah, this summer. And yet, look, see, again, you're right. It's got the Space Jam kind of feel to it. Space Jam, Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Right.
This is actually John Cena plays the, like right there. John Cena actually plays the attorney representing Acme. And Will Forte plays the one representing Wile E. Coyote. And look, they've got Foghorn Leghorn as like a mob boss.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be funny. All these characters you grew up with doing things you don't usually expect them to be doing.
Coyote versus... And look, Bugs Bunny comes in right at the end.
Right.
So
good for that, catch-up entertainment for being able to get that and release it. And yeah, I hope that they get all their money back and like totally put egg on their face for cutting that one.
Get all the money back and then some.
Right.
And here is what Koimiya was talking about here. This is the villain-centric Clayface.
An actual horror movie.
Yeah,
it's rated R. But the only thing I don't like about this one is it's not in the Batman, like the newer Batman with
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, it's not in that one. It's going to be part of the new Batman going forward in the actual DC universe.
Well, I
kind of don't like that because I could see this working with Robert Pattinson's like what story they've been playing.
Mm-hmm.
But Clayface was always my favorite in the animated series.
Oh yeah,
like those stories in the animated series were so good. So I'm so happy to finally see him coming to the big screen.
Yes.
And I want to see what they're going to do with this and in the future going against Batman.
I mean, it is James Gunn doing it, so it's going to be good.
Well, he didn't have anything. He didn't help write it. He didn't. He's just. It's part of his universe.
Well, I think he's producing it, so he does have a big say in it. If it doesn't match it or fit what he wants it to be, he'll pull it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but yeah, it definitely brings back a lot of the vibes of like old horror movies that had those, the faces and stuff. I can't think of them that a lot of people have compared it to, but yeah, it definitely looks fun.
I was getting like body horror vibes out of that, kind of like you saw in and I hate to say this, but you remember the Human Centipede and Tusk, things like that.
Right.
I was getting vibes like that, but actually good.
So it'll be a fun one. I will go see that one.
All right, yeah, and the last one that I had pulled up here. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hang on, we got one from Slayer. I have a Looney Tunes Christmas album downloaded on my original Xbox, and it's also on my Spotify playlist.
Oh yeah, that's where Porky Pig does. Well, have a blue, 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 blue.
Does he? I don't know.
Christmas without you.
Sure. Apparently, you have that one downloaded also.
I've heard it a million times. My aunt used to play that and like the Disney Christmas stuff in her car all the time.
Yikes. Solid Fingers vibes. I do not know that one.
I could see that.
Salad finger vibes.
Yeah, I could see that for Clayface. Yeah.
Tony
Yeah.
knows what
see
that
salad
means.
Fingers.
So, what I gotta ask, were you guys fans of the Robert Pattinson Batman?
I like the new one, and I like what they did with the Penguin, and he had his own like side thing without him in it. But I kind of wanted, Batman to show up like at the end
At
or
least he, like
something.
lurking in the background or
Right?
something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you catch him in the background or something.
He's out there somewhere.
Right. And then they did do it, they did have the bat signal at the very end, that, now he's on his radar or something.
Right.
I did, like that. But I see, that's why I don't like the fact that there's now going to be two different Batmans. I wanted that to be the main Batman because that's one we've kind of started and gotten invested in, and then they're going to start him up again with a totally different character.
But they're going to have Robert Pattinson Batman running at the same time in its own story.
Right, but that's going to be confusing as fuck for people.
Yeah, I mean, people like us that know the difference, but
Right, we
know
know the difference, but like normal people, they're going to be like, wait, why are there two different Batmans? And then I think this other one, the Brave and the Bold, I think they're supposed to finally bring in Damon, his son.
Yeah.
And people are going to be like, wait, what? What? Batman has a son? Like, not a lot of people know that because that's like newer continuity stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally do not like that.
Yeah, that's kind of like with in the Spider-Man video games where they're bringing in Silk, but she was only introduced into the comics like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Has it been 10 years? God.
Something. Not even. Not even that long.
No, that's probably about right. Same thing with Spider-Gwen. She's about the same because it was all when they started doing the Spider-Verse shit that they brought in both those characters. And Silk, when they first brought her in, I loved her comic, and then they discontinued it. And they've been doing kind of the same thing with Spider-Gwen, where they'll start up a run with her, she'll be doing really good, and then, we're done with that, we're starting over again. I'm like, God damn it, stop that.
At least Gwen Stacy had been in the comics before. Like, she was also always, the detective's daughter. But
right. Well, everybody knew who she was, and yeah.
But where she dies and comes back as Spider-Gwen, all that was all...
She doesn't come back. It's a different universe where she got bit instead of Peter Parker. And then Peter Parker, in her original telling of it, he became the Lizard, and she actually killed him. So Peter Parker doesn't even exist in her universe in the comics. The very first comics of her. Yeah, so it was a really cool retelling of the stories, and then you're taking this character that we've all known, that died, and turning her into a hero, and having the stories just be different.
All right,
but I'll stop nerding out now.
Too late. No, but the last story that I had here, if you guys had any other ones, feel free to bring them up. But the last one here is cashing in on 10 years of irony. Ubisoft taps Skull and Bones Studio to lead Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced development, because that's a great idea. But it does look here like the new Resynced looks awesome. Like they're using the same...
so what is it? It's just Black Flag redone?
Well, kind of, yeah. It's their what do you call it? The combat system has been completely redone, so that's goes a lot smoother now.
It's more of the parry system, like in Shadows. I fucking hate it.
Well, there's the parry system, but apparently they're trying to keep it more into Black Flag what that was, but they're just adding a parry system that you can use.
So wait, Black Flag, everybody loved that, and the pirate theme of that. So then they developed Skull and Bones, and then now they're taking the Skull and Bones architecture and turning it back into Black Flag. Is that what I'm getting at?
Kind of.
The studio. They're taking the studio from Skull and Bones.
Yeah, the studio that did Skull and Bones
now
is working on at least the pirate part of it. But
Okay.
They took out pretty much all of the modern day setting stuff though from the original Black Flag.
Oh, they
They-
took that all out?
They took that all out. They took out the ability to fail when you're following and eavesdropping the conversations. They took out the ability of failing that.
Hmm.
They
So
took
no, you
out.
can still fail, but it's like instead of like desynchronization, the guy
I don't
will
know.
run.
The way I read it is they took out the ability to fail. So I
Oh.
don't think you can even fail it.
I thought they would
took
run
out-
and then you could like put your knife in there and start going like, tell me, you know.
They took out the multiplayer. They
Good.
took out the there's something else that they took out. Fuck, no, I don't like all the DLC. They took out all the post game DLC stuff.
Yeah, it's a one and done. Unless it does well.
Yeah. So it's like a core version of Black Flag.
Okay.
Having said that, the graphic update looks amazing. You know, I've seen the before and after pictures that have been floating around with the announcement of the release date.
Isn't
So-
it coming out kind of soon?
July.
Or no?
It comes out July.
July.
That's why when we were talking
Okay.
about Hex earlier, we were like, maybe they won't put Hex out this year because they already have this one coming out.
Yeah, but if this one's being made by another studio that's not them, so maybe they're still cranking on Hex, so maybe we might still get Hex.
I don't think we will. I'd be very surprised if we
Yeah, I mean, it's a
do. Because it's going to be like everybody else and be a pussy and be like, oh, I ain't coming up against GTA 6.
right. So November's out, and then you've already got Wolverine, like I said, Fable, releasing in those windows. So like, where do you slot that in?
Yeah.
So maybe early next year.
Yeah.
Isn't there usually like, don't they always release in the fall usually?
Assassin's Creed games do, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yakuza
Maybe
games come out in the beginning of the year.
maybe we'll have to wait till fall of even more. So what does Slayer come back here? They don't need to do anything to Black Flag. It's already perfect.
Yep.
Graphics are still great.
Well, here's where here you can actually see the difference here.
It's great. Get your ugly mug out of the way.
Oh, shut up about my mug.
No, you're drinking it. That's what I'm talking about. Get your mug out of here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, see, I mean, you can already tell there's a big difference between the original and this one with the way it looks. And I guess this is being changed a lot as well, where you can board their ships.
So they're just making it more piratey, kind of like what Skull and Bones was going for, right?
Yeah.
Less Assassin's Creed, more pirate.
Where's those brick walls
Look.
coming from?
Right there.
Yeah, let's
right there.
try to
That's
figure that out myself. Oh, it must have been green, maybe.
right here. You see when he jumps in here, I don't think you did have to worry about aquatic animals attacking, but not quite like to that extent. Then there. Yeah, releasing July 9th is when this comes out.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if that's going to be a day one for me, but I am very much looking forward to playing it.
So are they just doing that because that one's kind of popular, or are they going to start remastering them all again?
Probably testing the waters to see if
Yeah. I mean, the one I liked,
more
but I never
remakes
got
would
to
be
finish
feasible.
was the one with Jack the Ripper, the London one.
Unity.
No, wasn't Unity. It was
Yeah,
the
it
one
was.
right after that.
Well, Jack the Ripper was the DLC, but Unity was the London.
No, it wasn't Unity. It was called
No,
something else.
It was Syndicate.
Yes, Syndicate. Thank you. Unity was the one right before it, and everybody hated that one because of how off the wall it went.
Yeah, Unity. Unity, I think, came out. Wasn't it right after? You
I
said.
thought it was before. Unity was the flop, and then they brought out Syndicate,
Let me check.
and then had the
Yeah,
the
it went,
DLC with Jack the Ripper, and I'm like, fuck
Yep.
yeah, I want to play that.
it went Black Flag, Unity, Syndicate.
Oh, what is Slayer come back while you're
I'm
looking
doing
that
this in
up?
order
Have
of
you
release.
played it recently? Because it looks pretty much the same, maybe slightly better graphics, but not enough for me to buy it again.
Then don't.
Yeah.
This isn't for you.
Right. I mean, who is it for though? Is if they're taking out some of the Assassin's Creed like mechanics, like what are we going for here? We're again like
Nostalgia.
just trying to be more piratey.
No,
Okay.
it's like what Ravenblood said. They keep seeing Todd Howard succeed in resetting Skyrim. So
Okay, so it went Black Flag, then Rogue, then Unity.
Rogue was another one that didn't go over well.
no.
Rogue and then Unity, which was 2014, and then Syndicate, which was 2015. This is back when they did a yearly releases for it.
I'm
And then they
almost
had
positive
Burnout.
that's what caused them to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Syndicate was my favorite, actually.
Anyways, it's 5 o'clock, y'all.
Yeah,
All right.
We're 19 minutes over.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
But yeah, was there anything else you guys wanted to bring up?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Yep. And I know Koimiya's gonna have to get dinner ready for his kids. He's got hungry children, so we'll go ahead and
He's
get
got hungry himself, probably.
He's got hungry Koimiya, hungry kids, and a hungry wife. You know. So, all right, we will see everybody next time. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. And remember, there's 3 things I got to say here. Haters gonna hate, gamers got a game, GTA 6 is day 1.
Nope. Nope.
Doesn't matter what Koimiya says, he's just wrong.
Day 1 garbage can, yeah.
Oh
boy.
All right, but thank you everybody for... Wow.
If you like this trash talking, make sure you check us out again next week.
Yes, where we will continue.
Maybe I'll show up.
Yeah, depending. We'll see who shows up.
Right.
Well, the tornado showed up last week, which is why we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Peace, y'all. Fuck GTA.
Yeah, that's right.
No. So, all right. Well, thanks for coming, and we'll end it regular. Haters gonna hate, and gamers got a game. All right, guys. Peace out. Thanks for watching. We love your face. Bye.
Laters.
Good night, everybody.